You were a senior?
No, I'm a sophomore. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing. Now, because I had questions for the senior, now I have little different questions for the sophomore. Big game this Thursday, even though it's, quote, an exhibition game,
Yeah.
you're on the SEC network. Does that play into how you prepare? Is that, do you kind of like think about it a little bit, or you think a lot of it?
Well, personally, I can't think about it because the second that I start thinking about it, it'll get into my head, and I'm like, oh, I got to play a certain way. And truly, I think we should all prepare the same way to at least perform at some standard. So I'm hoping to play my game that way for every single game, not just the SEC game.
Now, Coach was saying this is a bit of a. I mean, it's a great thing because a lot of people will be watching it, being the SEC network and the SEC with all their hype and hoopla and everything. I mentioned about, do you guys, in back of my mind, say, this might be a nice recruiting, somebody say, well, I may not be able to play, I'm a good player, but I don't like these schools here, but I could like Creighton.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys see that as maybe one of the things about playing Arkansas on the SEC network?
Absolutely. It just gets our name out one more time about Creighton women's soccer. I mean, I hadn't heard about it before when I was being recruited, and afterwards I couldn't imagine playing anywhere else but at Creighton. So this will definitely be widening our recruiting stance for sure, which is exciting.
How do you see your team this year?
I'm really excited. Last year, I think we had a good year that ended badly, and this year I think we're finally going to pick up on where we left off last year.
Now, what do you see as the strength of this team?
Defense, for sure. I think we have a lot of good defensive players, such as like Emily Roll or Madeline Buckner, Stephanie Anassi, and I'm really excited to see how they do this year.
What is when you're seeing it's like, where did it all go?
Exactly.
As you look on this year's team, in your senior season, what's your expectations for the team?
I just think that already, even it's our middle of preseason, our first exhibition game is on Thursday against Arkansas, and I just think that the class that we've had come in has been outstanding to begin with, and I think that speaks volumes just in terms of being an awesome addition to the classes that we have now.
What do you see as the team's strong points going into the season?
I think just both on and off the field, the team chemistry is awesome. And like I said, the classes that we have now work so well together, and I think just connecting from one point to the next is going to be really great.
Now, if you were to try to say the strong point of the team as it stands right now, granted, things change as the season goes on, injuries change, a lot with chemistry. But at this point, before anybody's like heard of that, what do you see as the strength of this Creighton team this year?
I would say just coming in fit. This is the most fit that we've been in years, and just being able to add and I guess try out certain people in several positions and kind of see who works well together, and just being able to have such a team with so much depth that we're going to have lots of options, which is going to be really great.